Welcome back to the ASUS ROG DreamLeague live here from the DreamHack studios, the Monster Energy DreamHack studios actually, in Stockholm. And with me once again, it is Sir Action Slacks and Ben. Ben who?
At least it makes you guys laugh. I'm happy for that.
Sorry guys, it's a little bit of a maybe lame joke, but you're gonna hear it a lot this week because we have it for the whole week. And we just watched our first game of the season, and it was Virtus Pro versus Escape Gaming, and Escape Gaming won quite convincingly, might I add. And well, let's talk about first things first. Laning stage. Ben, thoughts?
From the draft, it seemed like Virtus Pro had to win the laning phase pretty hard, but it was very difficult because of them having who in the safe lane?
Pudge, right?
Well, the hero that you hate more.
Oh, Morphling, right.
Yeah.
Well, the whole game was difficult after they picked Morphling.
I was just watching with Slacks, and he's just like, ugh, if they had any other hero.
If they did have any hero that wasn't a greedy piece of garbage, they would have won that game.
You know what?
Chaos Knight, Ursa themselves.
We can continue talking about that, but I actually, I mean, we can. But it would be better if we also had the visual aids.
Ooh.
It is time to go to our beloved drawing board. Yes, we did it first.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, we have the
Valve,
power.
suck it.
Yeah.
We did it first. We innovated. The replay, right?
Yeah, we are going to the
Replay.
replay.
All right,
Yeah. Okay, so
Zoom us in.
zoom us in. There we go. And we are starting on the bottom lane. Talk us through this, Jake. What do you see? What
the hell? Oh,
what?
look.
What is?
Oh, look
what,
who
what
it
is
is.
that? What
Who's
is that? What
oh,
is
it's
that?
okay.
What is that?
That's their hard carry here. Now you can see that Lincoln's got popped right there.
Look at this on the bottom right.
Oh my God, look at that. No, that's actually, this is such a good team fight because everyone was saying that they waited for the exact second, and it really looks like they did. That Lincoln's gets popped, they move in, Lincoln's does absolutely nothing, as you see for the third time.
Knight's too far out of range too, slightly to get all his spells off because he's scared about getting owned.
Now, Merlina, you used to be a good pro player. Do you really think that they waited?
Of course they did. It
for the
happens all
Aegis?
the time. You always take down the Roach timer, especially in a professional game, and then you just count until it's over. And then they jumped at like an exact moment.
It was actually the exact moment.
That was
It was
predetermined.
scary.
You're
Of
sure?
course it was.
Wow, that's incredible.
How
All right.
little faith do you have in these players, dude?
So they move right on to Omni Knight as he moves on. Now, the worst part about playing Omni Knight in this thing is when a big right clicker's got a defusal blade, and boom, as you see right there, absolutely nothing you can do. They took two. Yeah, thank you, Shiva. Those are good circles.
I like the circles.
Yeah, and this is Omni Knight's face.
But at this point, Alchemist is
At
just
time.
way too big. If we like at the net worth chart, I think he's double the Morphling, and Morphling was spent a good amount of time farming, so it's kind of easy for them to just bulldoze him in gold.
Absolutely. Well, I mean,
They don't just bulldoze them in gold, they just bulldoze all their towers down as well.
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, I mean, if they predetermined that attack, that was some great plays by Escape. I mean, it would absolutely perfectly take out the Roach, take out the Omni. Couldn't ask for anything else.
A little bit more is like the Morphling has to play a little bit more careful as it's about to expire and make sure like he's closer in range to his team, because like the position that he was in, he was like maybe like 800, 900 range away from tower, and that means the supports have to pull themselves away from the tower, and like they can't be in the fog. You have to be in the fog as Omni Knight. You should know. Right?
Indeed. That's
like,
why it's such a pay-to-lose set. Did you guys see that Omni set? Listen, kids, never
It
use
looks
that
great.
set. It's horrible.
Which set?
The Omni Knight hammer, it's pay to lose, dude. You're in the fog and you
the
heal
immortal?
somebody, it draws a little line to
The
you.
immortal?
Never use that garbage, all right? The Halo's okay. It's just ugly.
The immortal?
Yes, the Immortal. You're so
I
sad.
use it.
Get rid of it, Shiver.
No, it's okay.
You want to end up like VP? Or you want to get absolutely
Well,
destroyed?
they do play professional Dota for a living.
They are pretty good. I mean,
regardless
they're
of
good.
picking Omni Knight or
So
not.
you're saying she should keep his.
Yeah.
That's what I should do.
It's your choice.
Okay, so before the series started, we talked about Nampasha going to the off lane. What do you think he did? How do you think he did? It was one of the players that you were going to look out for to see
Pretty
how he...
decent. It was just a tough game.
I mean, it
overall
was an
from the
Omni
crowd.
Knight off lane, right?
Yeah.
So, very decent.
Yeah.
Nothing
pretty
much
decent.
to say from it.
Nothing special, which I think is like good, because you don't want him to just like die constantly. He almost had some sick escapes.
Almost.
Almost, yeah.
You
But
know,
it was just a
That
really
is
tough
the
game.
saddest part. He almost had some escapes.
But the potential, it's all about the potential. Remember, it's like
That's
okay,
true.
Escape PvP. Now they have the potential.
You know who had a
To
lot
greatness.
of potential that game? Was Pudge. and that potential was not fulfilled. I mean,
He
how many times
had
did you
some
see
nice
that?
hooks, though.
Yeah,
Did he? I mean, I saw a lot of hooking on the Juggernaut.
Oh, you gotta try always. Even if you don't think you can hit him, you gotta try and believe. But that doesn't mean you know you can.
She's still trying to back up her
I don't know
Ravage.
if that's
You gotta try.
correct.
Sometimes you
As
just
a
gotta
punch,
press the
you don't
button.
want to try sometimes, because then you'll hook your teammate and then ruin easy kills, like
Yeah,
what we
no.
saw in that game.
Okay,
Sometimes kids don't try. Just stay at home, okay? Give up.
that's pretty rough.
You're gonna be a great father.
Hey, my kids are gonna know. They're either gonna learn by giving up or with a firm. Anyway, so great game.
So also another player that we look forward to seeing again was of course Yapsor.
Yappy,
Hot 4.
my hot Yappy, dude. He did it.
Yappy Hot 4 on his Kunkka.
Dude, he
Hot
should change
4
his name to
Kunkka.
Yappy Hot 4. Couldn't be worse than freaking Simba. So I mean, that's good, right? What's the worst pro player name you guys remember?
If EGMs was actually Enter God Mode, then that'd be pretty bad.
It was- I
But
think it
EGM's
is.
fine. No, I mean, it is not spelled Enter God Mode, so
Yeah,
it's an
that's true.
abbreviation.
I still think Simba is the worst ever, but I heard the story. His cat died. So anyway, what's up, Chiefs?
I'm thinking of the worst player name ever.
I think it would be Yappy Hot 4 if that's what he changed it to. That'd be pretty bad. But no, he did a great
I will
job.
come back to this another time.
Yeah, for sure. We have another game coming up, don't we?
We do very
Woohoo.
soon. Hasn't started yet though, so don't
Okay, I'm not
have
trying
this
to
yet.
hype you up or anything. But that's $1,000 in the pocket already.
Yeah, Escape Gaming, they're doing it. They won the first game of the season. I kind of wonder though, I mean, this obviously was, you didn't like the Morphling.
No.
Maybe the Pudge didn't really show up the way that he should have. Overall, the strategy just didn't work out for Virtus Pro. But was it
Yeah.
the strategy or was it the play?
I think a little bit of both. Like, I think they could have hit their draft a lot better. Like, they picked Pudge third, and I think they could have picked Omni Knight earlier because it's not as strange to pick Omni Knight. And then if you want the Pudge, you can go for it fourth or fifth. And if you don't want it, you'll be like, oh, it doesn't really fit that well in our lineup. I think they like committed to the draft way too early with the Pudge third, and it just kind of like, and then they're like, okay, well, we need a carry that benefits from a repel. Less, and it's like, oh, okay, Morphling's good and works well with the Shadow Demon. It's just like they had too many things to do in their draft for the last one and not enough draft picks.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They should have had somebody that could have got a pipe in that sucker, done some early game stuff. They needed aggression. Morphling is not aggression.
They did not secure their safe lane.
No.
which
They
was
did not.
a big issue.
I don't know.
But that's very difficult to do against the Kunkka and the Sand King though.
But two melee, and one range is just like whack them.
yeah, just
Right?
whack them.
Just whack them.
I guess they had to.
Whack them.
Or two range is even better.
That's Shadow Demon.
Yeah, but and then Morphling's like half a range hero. I don't know. It's just like just
Shadow
overall
Demon's a nerd,
underwhelming.
dude. You don't
He's
do
a-
jack.
Shadow Demon actually is known for trying to get those illusions out and split pushing a bit. Why didn't that work?
They never got that farmed, and Alchemists like shoved their lanes in way too hard for him to actually do anything because he was double the net worth. He had radiance like super early, Manta bots. It was
Yeah,
like
that was disgusting.
okay.
Wasn't he like fully farmed at like
30, like less than 30 minutes, I think.
Okay.
the ags were coming
Yeah.
out, baby, like presents.
So for the next game, obviously they're going to try to go for different strategy, but is there anything else that you would say to Virtus Pro, like work on this? This didn't go well, like
Team fight more. I
Team fight
think.
more?
Like better team fight, I think.